the next technique we'll be talking about when it comes to becoming conscious while dreaming, which is essentially where we're trying to get conscious or lucid midway through a dream. We'll be talking about anchors. So an anchor is any object that is often encountered while awake and while dreaming. So for example, while awake, a practitioner may ask, am I dreaming, or how did I get here, every time he or she sees that anchor. So some of the anchors that I've messed around with in the past would be like, anytime you walk through a door, you go ahead and ask yourself this question, like, am I dreaming? Or just do a straight up reality check, or really anything you dream about a lot. So if you dream about, your childhood home, which is something I used to dream about a lot, but don't as much as I used to, which is kind of interesting. But, anytime I would go to my childhood home again to visit my parents or something, I would basically do a reality check every time I got there. If you dream about, I don't know, driving in your car a lot, anytime you get into your car in your waking life, you try to build this habit of doing this reality check. Or anytime you go from sitting to standing, which is one I've heard about in other books, but one I've never been able to sink deep enough into my head. But if you can build this strong habit of every time you go from sitting to standing to do a reality check, and then you start doing that in your dreams, the end result of that is you would get lucid in your dreams a whole lot. And that's really the whole goal of this. You want to build this habit in deep enough in the daytime when you're seeing these various anchors, that when you encounter this stuff in your dream, you remember to do your reality check essentially. It also points out how it's important to answer, when you are asking yourself this question, for example, or doing a reality check, like, am I dreaming, to answer it mindfully. Because if you don't, you're going to basically always be assuming you're awake, and the answer will always be, am I dreaming? No, of course I'm not dreaming. And then, when you are in a dream and that happens, you totally missed your opportunity. And then he also points out how, natural things can be anchors as well. So like, if you're ever feeling intense fear, if you dream about that a lot, or stress, you can start building in these habits of doing your reality checks when you encounter those feelings in your waking life. And then when you encounter those feelings in your dreams, it can work to get you lucid. But anyway, yeah, that's a fun one to mess around with. There's a lot of potential anchors out there. So basically get your dream journal going, find things in there that you dream about a lot, that you also encounter a lot in your waking life, then start building in this habit to every time you encounter those anchors to do your reality checks. And with that, we'll wrap it up. Until the next video, keep your phase practice legit.